My presentation is on workplace requirements versus the Bible.
Basic instructions before leaving the earth.
My analysis is called the head to toe assessment. Every year as a team member, I am asked to state my goals regarding my personal life as well as to the workplace and the work goals. Within our company, I am obligated to meet the company-wide goals. I decided to choose my schooling as my personal goal. I am currently finishing my master's degree in theology, and I must admit I'm a little behind with my finishing date, but nevertheless, I am still on target of finishing this year and before the year end goals are due. I am honored and privileged to be able to take this course, which has opened my eyes to so much. So without further delay, allow me to get started. In this presentation, I was asked to state the similarities and comparison of what the workplace requires and what the word requires of me as a woman of faith. Now, let me be clear about something. In my opinion, I believe the Word of God has more power and emphasis to change a person's life than any workplace upon this earth. Now that I got that out the way, that was my opinion. I have been asked several times by many people, what will I use my master in theology to do? Well, I said, one, I can use my learning to live the life I learned and be an example for this hurting world. Or I can be a counselor for hurting women who have not discovered who they are or what they are worth. These are just small scale examples that I can utilize the degree for, but I believe I am on a journey far bigger than what I just named. A project that sometimes makes my stomach lump inside and causes me to fear sometimes. But I will not operate in fear, only faith, knowing who the project is coming from. I always say, for every problem, there is an answer. I just need to take my time and be patient to find the right answer if I listen carefully. So let's begin with this assessment. I will start off in the workplace. The head to toe assessment is a familiar assessment to nurses as well as to social workers and other disciplines. We often start off with members alert and oriented to place, date, name, and sometimes we may include current events, making sure our members are in the present state of mind. As our members are answering these questions, we are documenting their responses, tone of voice, facial expressions, or engagement with these questions. Were the questions answered coherently, or is the member way off topic, which may cause the interviewer to doubt the member's cognition or the member's awareness? We go on to the sensory factors. Member sclera, our member's eyes. Are they clear? Are they white? Are they reddish from irritation or yellowish from possible liver disease? You see, the eyes are more than just to see through. They have the ability to send strong signals to our brains and to help us function in our daily lives. Without our sight, yes, of course, we can function, but not at our best. Are the members' nares or nostrils normally taking in the fresh breath of air? Or are they flaring out as if some respiratory distress is happening? Were the members' lip moist and looking vibrant? If any notification of excessive dryness, cracks, what would be the next question to ask? Would it be about your fluid intake? How are the sounds and pronunciation of the member's words? Is the member harshly talking? Is the member nice and engaging as I mentioned above? As we continue on to the head to toe assessment going down to the vital organs, the chest cavity, which houses some vital organs, the heart. Does the chest rise and fall normally? inhaling or exhaling at a normal rate with some smoothness? Is the member raving like a mad person, breathing with fierceness, showing so much anger because they didn't want to be bothered? You just called them at the wrong time. Or if you did the face-to-face visit, you came over at the wrong time. The heart, does it oscillate the sound of the rhythm of a drum? Steady, slow beat? From the heart is stored a lot of things. And just to name a few, in the heart, it carries love, hurt, joy and sadness, envy, jealousy, and pride. Whoa, pride can be the biggest monster of them all. Is the stomach soft to touch with active bowel sounds, ready to digest the food that comes its way? Is the groin intact and free from bulges, potential hernias? And legs and arms, are they strong and defined, showing off the sculptures of the muscles, showing off the muscle shape and the strength to hold or to help hold you up while you're walking? Palpable femoral pulses, are they felt? Feet are warm to touch with palpable dorsalis pedis pulses. Toenails alive and pinkish to sight with great capillary refills. More can be stated in this head-to-toe assessment on a member as far as self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills. All are great words describing emotional intelligence about a member. But the member who chooses to speak wholesome words about others instead of slander, the member who chooses to love despite the character of the other person who may be hurting or suffering from other post-traumatic event. This is part of the head-to-toe assessment. But what does the word have to say about the head-to-toe assessment that brings about the similarities? Let's start with the mind. And I will give references to coincide where I'm getting from the Bible what I'm talking about from the head-to-toe assessment. As your day's journey begins, you are to complete a head-to-toe assessment on yourselves. As you rise up in the morning time, starting with your mind, let your mind be renewed or transformed by doing that which brings health and healing to the mind, body, and soul. Philippians 4:8 says, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is commendable, if there is any excellent, if there is any worthy of praise, think about these things. In other words, find something good about everyone that you can say and speak that. Kudos and recognitions go deep within a person's heart and can change a person's whole world. Practice casting down negative and bad thoughts by replacing them with the adjectives described from Philippians 4:8. Now your 2 ears and your 2 eyes and your 1 mouth, now there's a reason for this. God makes no mistakes. Matthew 6:22 says the eyes are the window of the soul. So if the eye is healthy, your whole body will be full of light. Have you ever looked at someone and thought the wrong thought? I know I have. And I had to say to myself, now that is not right to think that way. Practice getting stinking thinking out your mind to prevent the stinkiness from going deep down into your heart. I will bring more on the heart later. Now you have been given 2 ears, one attached on both sides of your head. Mark the 4th chapter, the 23rd and the 24th verse. If anyone has ears to hear, let him hear. Pay attention to what you hear. Be careful of the whisperers who whisper words of sorrow and hate about others that may not be true. Listen for the facts and not the he said and she said sisters. Beware of the introduction of words that flow from the mouth. I am telling you this, but don't tell anyone. Most times, the same mouth has told someone else, and you are joining that circle. So beware. And I must admit, I have been caught up in that circle, and I have repented many times. As I travel towards the core of the body, the heart, which flows the issue of life, here's what the word says about protecting yourselves. In Ephesians, the 6th chapter, 11 through the 17th verses, it says, put on the whole armor of God. Now you may be saying, I was following you until you came to this part, until you made this statement. Now there are some vital gears we must put on, and they're our imaginary clothes. You must carry the shield of faith so that you can believe the impossible, not the foolishness, but the impossible. Can I get through all 35 members today? You may ask yourself. Yes, you can if you plan strategically. Don't allow anyone to detour you from doing that which is right. Around your groin is the belt of truth. There are no bulges. There is no hernia, only the truth. And even if it causes you hurt, tell the truth. Your legs has the strength to carry you through the wars of life. And I tell you right now, you can do it. And you will make it through. Just keep moving forward. Use your thigh muscles to proceed forward. Your feet must be with the preparation of always going in peace, no matter what. Now, I'm not saying be pushed over in life. No, stand up for righteousness, but pick and choose what battles you will fight, because every battle is not to be fought. Pick and choose which ones you will exercise your energy with, but always maintain peace where you go. And finally, your two hands must carry the sword of the word, the good news of hope and joy, the good news that no matter what you think about yourself or how you feel, you are so loved. You have been gifted with special gifts and talents that is waiting to explode, that is waiting for you to exercise and exuberate in this world. And as I end, I know I can get a little carried away with my belief in my faith, but I am a living witness that this is real. The head to toe assessment is real in my life because of my relationship with Jesus, as it is real in this workplace. Thank you for listening, and thank you for reviewing.